We connected with Go High Level in 2018 or 2019, and we just been building out systems for the tax industry.
Gotcha.
And we mastered the service bureau side, so we have like complete plug and play systems that help you sell software, automations, and marketing and as well that we can just plug into, and it's affordable.
Yeah.
Which in this group here, I'm actually going to put in a code and the link to our website, and it'd be 50% off in any service bureaus, that want to join us.
Awesome. Thank you, Donnie. My next question is for Shanita. I know, Shanita, you just, like I mentioned, you just got nominated or inducted into the Goldman Sachs.
Yes.
Can you tell us about that process, how you've been involved, or how that got started, and how that's going to help not only build your brand but also in the community?
Yeah. So the Goldman Sachs is it's a nonprofit that Warren Buffett funds. So he knew that there was a lot of businesses that started, but they wasn't making it and they was stopped. They didn't know where to. So he implemented a 12-week process, which is the 12-week program that I went through, and it showed us how to grow and scale our business. And initially, it's you have to have a growth plan. So we have a 5-year growth plan that we have to follow to the T. And they brought in specialists from different areas. So we had a marketing specialist, a business specialist, a tax specialist, a CPA, um, any and everyone that you could think of to get into the business to help your business grow and stay, and then make sure you hit that 5-year goal.
Gotcha. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
And also, I do want to give you guys an opportunity to talk about the difference between EcoTax, and I know, Donna, you guys started the CRM with LightX CRM. So for those, we do have around 30,000 P10 members in negozee
Mhm.
that are looking to start their own offices, this upcoming year, and to get their own e-business. Can you talk about a little about both sides of the company, the LightX CRM and EcoTax?
Yes. So with EcoTax, what makes us different, we do have the CRM system implemented in our software. And then we also have the online tax school. So a lot of people, they just provide you with the software and that's it. But we provide a marketing tool so that they know how to go out, get their clients, or if they become service bureaus, we show them how to go out and get their clients with the software. And then we also implemented the CRM system. So that system allows them, again, to go out, get their clients, shows them everything within the CRM system that you need to know as a tax preparer and and a service bureau. So have different snapshots. So if you want to send a letter to your client, it's already in the system. You don't have to generate it. And you can send it in bulk email within the system. And another thing that we're doing is we have a bridge, a data bridge. So if you're a tax preparer and you're using our CRM system, you can have your client fill out their client intake form, and the information will automatically populate in the software for you. So it's just another convenient tool, and it's something that we offer that's different from all the other software providers. And of course, we offer the bank products.
Gotcha. And Donnie, do you mind talking about what LightX? I know we have a bunch of service pros on here, and you put that 50% code. Can you go in more in detail about what LightX actually does?
Yeah, so like Shanice said, just having that, each service bureau is 100% completely different. That's what we learned, and each CRM that we have a subscription for, each service bureau is built out completely different. So one person might offer mentorship, the next person might offer, free software. But we have different levels of how we can build it out for you. And we don't charge for the build out, it's $300 a month where you pay for the whole year. But we offer our service bureau 50%, and that way they can resell as well. Because what's important about the light system, and which is go high level, it's just we tailored it and we made it possible for our service bureaus when they add on an ERO, that ERO automatically gets the CRM under their system. So they don't have to charge for it, or they can charge for it. Whatever it is, that money goes to them. So that's what we created that's different, that helps our business. Not only do we have eco tax solutions, we also have Service Bureau Booster, which we started a few years ago. That's doing
Okay.
good. And then we have our retail side, which, now we're going to, get back out there and start our, now that our businesses are running pretty much in automation, now we have time to go out and offer a retail brand, which is community choice tax. So yeah. I mean, the CRM saved our life. I can honestly say it. We had it for about a year. It was very difficult to understand. But we pushed John and the owners, the creators of it, to listen to us and to bring in DocuSign, to bring in unlimited text message. Because at first we only could send out like a few hundred texts a day, which we was like, hey man, we got a list of over 600,000 people from the IRS, FOIA data, and we couldn't send those messages out through Textedly and things like that. So we literally had, Acuity, we had Mailchimp, we had I mean, you name it, we Salesforce, and we literally
Yeah.
once we got everything into the Go High Level system that we needed, now it's just time to bring it all together and make it work together. And that's the beauty of it, is we don't have to, we just don't have to go outside of our system for our contacts, for our, email, our SMS, our contracts itself being signed and sent back. And, and then our digital marketing. So, having the system, and we spent a ton of money on building it out, but also of learning, getting behind the system itself. We don't need tech support. We offer our own tech support because we know most people, they can't understand the Pakistan and the Indian tech support companies that's overriding the Go High Level system. So we built our own. That's another thing. So yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's awesome. And I know the number one question we always get when we do these panels is, do you guys, somebody with the P10, if they're looking to get their EFIN, do you guys help them get their EFIN and set up their office?
Absolutely, we do. We do it from start to finish, walk them through. We have something where you do screen shares. So yeah, we help them walk them through so that they too will see what information is being inputted in the system. So yeah, we do
I
that.
got you.
And
And I
another
believe,
thing. Oh.
go ahead, Donnie.
I'll say, and another thing we pride ourselves on, and this is important for new people to get into the tax business, is we have a pamphlet that's on our in our eco tax system and Ewood Community Choice that really lists what people can and cannot do in the tax business. I mean, it's so much that's out here. We talked to our one of our speakers yesterday, and there's so much bad business out here that people just don't know. So we have a pamphlet at how to start a tax business and to show them the right way. What is a P10? People don't know. Like, people think that they can work under another P10 or under another EFIN. It's like these are some things that, we address in our pamphlet. And I think every tax service bureau should offer this. And we're talking about it now to implement this into our snapshot that every tax service bureau will have access to, because teaching people the right way, and when they read it is one thing, but we have videos, we have a lot of things, even using the bank products. It's very important.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And Shadi, I think I did see on your LinkedIn that you guys are hosting a class in September.
That's going to be the Tax Business Summit.
Okay.
So we're going to have, and that's in downtown Detroit. It's going to be 250 attendees, and we're going to have a panel. And it's going to be an IRS agents, CPAs, EAs, CRM system specialists. What else? Oh, and the bank partners. Sorry, I missed out on those guys. And everybody within the tax industry, and they're going to be speaking to tax professionals, tax business owners, and anybody that want to get into the business. So it's not just taxes, but people
Okay,
just really need to know how to do business, period. And
gotcha.
that's what we're showing, and that's what we're showcasing.
Awesome. And if you want to put that in there in the chat so people can see it,
Okay, sure.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Donnie and Shani, I know you guys talked about banking partners. I know you guys are partnered with TPG. I would like to bring Eli on.
Eli.
So you can talk about how TPG partners with service bureaus, and
Yes.
also he is partnered with EcoTax.
Yes.
Hey, no, just real quick. So we partner obviously with EcoTax, one of our VIP customers. We also cater a lot to what the service bureau model in the industry is. And
Yeah.
what I mean by that is that once you become a service bureau and you reach certain metrics and levels, you can get dedicated reps, you can get dedicated line of support. You have a little bit more leeway with different things, funding for loans that we try to cater to the service bureaus because we know what they're trying to do. Not that we don't help out the mom and pop shop, little ERO offices on the corner, because we do, but obviously service bureau, as they begin to grow, they begin offering different software solutions out there to their subs and grow their business. That type of business becomes a little bit more complex. So I'm sure that Shanita can also, expand on that, because you don't start out day one as a service bureau. There's people that I still talk to today in 2025 that don't even know what a service bureau is. I
Yeah.
actually had a conversation a couple weeks ago with someone else that, and they're getting, quite large by themselves. And I'm like, hey, have you ever thought about becoming a service bureau? And they're like, what is it? So it's something that I always ask people. Something going back, 7 years since I've been in this industry, and I thought that, I thought to myself, within 5 years, everybody will know what a service bureau is, how to operate one, and everybody will just be service bureaus. Well, obviously that's not the case, because there's new people always joining the industry, new people always trying to come up with different ways to make money, obviously. Because at the end of the day, we're all here because we're trying to make more money, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully we're all happy doing what we're doing. And I believe that for those of you that are here, you are happy what you're doing. I think Shanita is happy doing what she's doing, because if you're not happy in taxes, you're not going to go up and try to build a service bureau either.
Yeah.
That's just not how it works. So, also here at TPG, we're very innovative when it comes to uh, products and programs, the way we try to help out our tax offices. For example, I'll throw this out here, our Auto Collect program, which we created first in the industry back about 5 years ago, is beginning on the 22nd of July. And that program is basically to help out ERO service bureaus collect on unfunded taxpayers that have been unfunded from the IRS by over 2 or 3 months. So we try to help them out with that. Our funding that people are always looking for offices, that begins later this fall, in middle to end of September, and then also with preseason funds in October. So that's a program that we always try to make more robust, and make it more affordable for our service bureaus and our tax offices, so they can get off the ground, they can get going, they can get more computers, hire more people, do whatever it is that they need to do. One thing that's important, and this is something that most of you already know, but I need to mention it anyway. That's very important for service bureaus. We're in July. It's July 16th. Tax season starts when? January 2nd, really, right? For those that can do the taxpayer loans, the pre-acts. But why do I mention this? Because right now is a time when people that are looking for software are signing up. Why? Because they still have 4, 5, 6 months to purchase, to get ready, to learn how to use it. This is the time that service bureaus like yourselves need to go hunting. Because if you're waiting for November, December, one is too late. And two, you're going to be literally ramming software down the throat of somebody that may not be used to it. You may even discourage them from even being in the tax industry, because they're going to be like, what the heck is all this? So right now is the time to be prepared, get all your ducks in a row, so that when September, October time comes for enrollment, You can enroll easy. Your people still have a couple months to continue trying the software. You get any kinks out. Those that will be ready to do taxpayer loans in January will be ready to go. Those that don't qualify because they're just brand new and they just don't qualify and they're gonna get ready for tax season opening at the end of January, then they get another few more weeks to try that software. And they get them going. You guys get them going, have them ask questions, do all that, ask us questions. But we all know, that come January, early February, we're all gonna be slammed. And it's unfortunate that there's some people out there that are gonna be making phone calls to Don, to Shanita, to all these other people, Lakeisha, talking about, oh, how do I do this? How do I do that? Where were you 6 months ago? So right now is the time to be ready. And I mentioned that because it's very important. We all get busy and it gets hectic. So whatever you can do from now to, I would say, September, October, hammer it out because it's going to be that important.
Thank you, Eli. And for those wondering, Eli, what if somebody wants to talk to you in person? What events will you be coming?
Oh, perfect.
Will you be attending?
Perfect. So all banks, we all attend all the IRS shows. So the next one's coming up. So Chicago was what, 2 weeks ago. We have Baltimore. No, not Baltimore. Which one? I have it on my list here. Oh, New Orleans. So New
Yeah.
Orleans is coming up in 2 weeks. First week of August, we'll be there. We'll be at Orlando at the end of, oh, there you go. At the end of August. Orlando's one of the biggest shows. That's where everybody and their mom and their grandma and their great grandma attend. So make sure you attend that show. We'll be in Baltimore. We'll also be in San Diego, and we'll be attending, talking about in person, we'll also be attending the tax event that Negozee is hosting that same week of the San Diego show. And we'll also be attending their tax conference in November in Houston. So you still have 6 more opportunities nationwide to connect with a TPG representative. Whether it is myself, I'll be the one attending the Negozee events. But at the IRS shows, I'll have some of my colleagues there as well. So you guys can all, come out, meet the team, and we can make sure we answer your questions and, get you going for the season. So yeah, there's the Negozee show there that I'll be attending as well. That's the same week of the IRS show.
Yep. Thank you, Eli. And
Absolutely.
I appreciate you jumping on and letting our members know more about TPG. And with that, Don and Shani, I want to finish it off with asking you. I know there's a lot of people, a lot of offices that are looking to start their service bureau. What bit of wisdom would you instill in those individuals that are looking to start their own service bureau?
I'll let you go first, Shani.
Let me unmute. Just be prepared because it's going to be some ups and some downs, but we are going to be here with you from the beginning to the end. Because believe it or not, we have been there where you are, so we know where to go, and we know what the outlook looks like. So yeah, just be inspired, encouraged, and know that somebody, and we have a multitude of people behind us, as you see, TPG, Refundo, all of them behind us to help you guys along the way. So just know it's a journey and it's worth it.
Yes.
All right. I'll say get automated. Get automated because time is money. And how quick you can sign up an office and offer that office more resources with the CRM and with the tech support and knowledge base or facts, that'll make or break your office. I mean, we spent the last almost, like I said, at least 2 years perfecting the system. And last year we rolled it out with we have, like, y'all met Maishi. We rolled it out for her in a lot of tax offices or service bureaus, and they went. I'm saying 3,000%. Some of them said five. Yeah, I'm sorry, 300%. Some saying 500% or 1,000% that they went up in volume. So, and the good thing about us on the CRM side is, we are a service bureau. So we will be there to help you on that end as well. So even if you don't sign up with us as a service bureau under Eco or Service Bureau Booster, then you can still come in through light and still get that same support. So my suggestion again is to be automated, to go out and sell. Keep your you know, keep your competitors thinking.
Yeah.
You know.
No, that's awesome, bit of wisdom, and I like it because you guys have been in the industry for a while, and you guys are you and Sharnita are very successful at it. So when you put out this wisdom, it's great because somebody that's just starting out, there's going to be obstacles. They're going to have to overcome them, and you guys have done that. So I know you and Shanita both will be at our San Diego event on the panel, and so we'll get a little bit more in depth about what you guys do and some
Right.
demos. So if you guys want to attend the San Diego show, the negozee San Diego show, they'll be on the panel. And just to finish it off, if somebody wants to get a hold of you, what's the best way?
You can call or text us, and the number to call is 866-761-2044. And the email is ecotaxgroup@gmail.com. I'll put it in the message too.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm the same, same number, or Don at svbbooster.com, or again at that phone number Shani said. But you know me, I'll give my cell number out too. So 313-308-5179. And I take
Hit
every
me
call.
up.
Yeah. No, and I know Donnie will respond because I've got his cell phone number and I always text him. He responds.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know, I want to
and it's
thank you.
cool.
Yeah, I want to thank you both for joining us today and speaking. And with that, I'll turn it over to Tony.
Yeah,
Thank
no, I
you.
was gonna say thank you, Shanita and Donnie. It's good to have your cell phone. So when you're in San Diego in September, we could
Yes.
go and get a coffee, and connect. And what I'm sharing here, guys, is the preliminary agenda. This is day one, by the way. So day one is Thursday, September 18th. Thursday, September 18th is day three of the tax forum. So the IRS tax forum starts Monday, goes through Thursday. The negozee mega conference will begin Thursday, September 18th. But day one, you can see we're starting to fill in the speakers. So we're going to have Ian Gardner going over lead gen and supporting the service bureau. We got Juan, Loyalty Pro. We're gonna see if Chad can make it. I think he's on the call right now to see if he can confirm. Willie Nichols, we invited him, he needs to confirm. But a few other people like Lakeisha and my tech prep office. I think we need to put Don and Shanita here in the agenda. So we're updating it, but this is day one. So hopefully you guys could join us. And it's gonna be big because the tax forum is in town, the negozee event is in town, and TPG has also their annual customer appreciation event.
Yeah,
So
and Tony, I think somebody did ask in the chat if we're going to offer a C-Tech. So we partner with Tax Practice Pro, John Shilley, and we will be doing 20 hours of C-Tech for free.
yeah, exactly. And what I'll do here, I'm gonna put this agenda in the chat because we're covering also a lot of the big beautiful bill act, the new law, all the legislation. So we're gonna have day one is in English for 2 hours, day two is in Spanish and Espanol. And we're also inviting CPAs and even immigration attorneys because the bill has a lot of immigration implications for ITIN. So we're going to have attorneys on deck for that as well. So awesome. Thank you again, Donnie and Shanita, for being part of the Service Bureau meetings and the conference.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
thank you. And thank you for inviting us.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Glad to learn from these two leaders. And next on the agenda, I see here our friends at EPS Financial and Refund Advantage are here to be going over what they're doing this summer to get ready for tax season, how they're supporting their downlines, their ERO service bureau. So I think Maritza is here. I see Ricardo said hi. Dora, that's right. Dora, Maritza. And then we have, I don't know if Wilson is here, maybe not, but no worries. Hola, Dora, ¿cómo estás?
Hey, it's good. How are you? I feel like I haven't seen you in a couple weeks there. I think the last time we saw each other was Latino Tax Pro, so it's good to see you again.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Dora. I
Yeah.
see Maritza's here too.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
awesome. Hello, everyone. Nice to be here. Thank you so much, Tony. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and I know you guys are also going to be next week in Long Beach. So we do have a 1 day event in Long Beach, California. If you're in Southern California, I think Olegario's here, so para que vaya Olegario si tiene tiempo al evento. But with that said, let's pass it on to Dora and Maritza to go over how EPS and Refund Advantage power service bureaus in the industry. Thank you,
Yeah.
Dora.
Thank you. Thank you for the platform. I mean, we've been a part of negozee for the last 2 years, so it's been such a joy to see how big negozee has grown, not only through independent tax offices, but through service bureaus. So I hope that everyone had a great tax season this year. We as banks are getting ready to get into next year. We're making sure that marketing is getting handled around this time, getting the message out, letting everybody know about tax updates, any industry news, that kind of thing. And we're invested in your success, not only for Service Bureau, but for all independent offices. And so to start off, my name is Dora. I've been with the team for the last year, but I've been in the tax industry for about 6 years. And normally I like to represent the Refund Advantage brand, but we do both. And so with that, Maritza, if you will introduce yourself.
Yeah, hi, everyone. Thanks again. As the screen shows, my name is Maritza Torres. I have been in the industry for a good 9 years, working and supporting our team to become one of the best banks out here in the industry. We're certainly growing. I have lots of support for everyone, small, big, large, whatever it is. We're here for you, and we're super excited to be here and share a little bit of what we have to offer you and your business.
Yeah. No, so just a little bit about, Refund Advantage, EPS Financial. We are under a brand called Pathward. That is the official bank name. And we get a lot of questions of, what happened there. We're sister companies. We still like to represent our own brands, but we have many programs together. We feel like we're a big competition out there, and we're definitely industry leading. Give me 1 second. Let me see if we can pull our agenda. Here we go. All right, so here's some value that's going to add to your service bureaus. Not only that, but if you're an independent office, we have refund transfers that we'll talk about. Maritza and I will actually go over the different programs we have under both brands. We'll talk about ERO financing. We know that is important, and that is coming up. We are starting our loans in October, as many other banks. So you want to stay tuned because we'll talk about interest rate, things like that. Taxpayer advances, it's something that is very known in the industry from pre-act to in season. There's many options that we have, no cost to taxpayers and yourself. We have different types of service bureau offerings. These offerings can include things like invoice options, support with customer support, many different things that we offer. We'll talk a little bit about the unfunded tax prep program. So we know that bank products, once they get funded, we're good to go. Everybody's got paid, everybody's happy. I'm happy, the bank, the transmitter happy, you're happy. But what happens to those that do not fund? Can we still, as a bank, collect on those? And then, of course, we'll close out with our merchant services because we all know not everybody uses those refund transfers. You have clients that go in that have to owe, et cetera, et cetera. So you need to wait to collect your fees, and we have credit and debit card processing options.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So as Dora mentioned, we're certainly one of the leader. We're the leader in the leading bank right now in the industry, and we're super excited. What makes us different from others is that we have options. We don't just have one program. We don't have two programs. We have multiple programs, and no matter what type of size the business is or their preference, what benefits they're looking for, we have a little bit of everything for everyone. EPS has three programs. We don't choose one for you. You get to choose what's going to benefit you as along with your clients or your sub offices. We have our eCollect, which is the leading program right now. It's the lowest cost in the industry. We have our e-bonus, which allows an office to receive an incentive up to $20 per funded bank app. And of course, the most popular program we have, which is our e-advance program. the only and the best program out in the industry, which allows an office to have multiple advances for taxpayers, and we don't collect no marketing fee throughout the in season. So it doesn't matter if it's a first time ERO that's in your biz coming along to offer these type of services, first time an experienced ERO, we do have the ability to allow them to offer taxpayer advances anywhere from $200, 250, sorry, and all the way to 7,000 without no marketing fee to the office. So you can just imagine the amount of money that you get to keep in your pocket and decide to do whatever you want, and certainly use that to continue to expand your business. That just makes three of us, three programs right now. And of course, Dora will mention a little bit about the RA
Refund
program.
Advantage. Yeah, yeah, no, and that's why we love the EPS brand, because it gives such a different variety of different programs that you have. Sorry, I can't speak today apparently. So it adds value. Not only that, of course, Refund Advantage has been a long time brand. Definitely, we like to think of this as an all-in-one program, and so this program definitely has different specs to it, but our most indicative one that says, this is a really good deal, may be the competitive rebates that we have. So we have that in like a tiered style. For example, 1 to 10 bank products, it pays you $1. 10 to 20 maybe pays you $2, kind of that narrative. And so it allows you to have that competitive rebate against any other competitors out there that we may have. Not only that, but we've had the same pricing for all of these programs for the last couple of years. I don't think we've gone up in pricing in the last 7 years, if I'm not mistaken. So that's a really good indication that we're in a really good place as a bank. Definitely, of course, we all know things are changing, new tax laws, new executive orders, and federal checks from the IRS are disappearing. So those e-file clients that are reliant on those paper checks that don't have direct deposit, you may want to start pushing that bank product narrative, because you will still, as an office, be able to print those checks. You'll have options for prepaid cards if they don't have a direct deposit information. So those are just different disbursements that we have to be able to assure that your taxpayer is getting paid.
Perfect.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the programs. So I mentioned earlier, ERO financing is coming up. July is that time where you want to start talking to your offices, start marketing out there, bringing in sub offices, new EROs. And if you are, October 2nd is the earliest in the industry that opens for loans. And that happens to be us, that we carry that brand. So make sure that any new existing clients that may have questions about those office loans, that they give us a call ahead of time, especially those that are trying to make that switch. Maybe they are tired of their current bank and they want to go somewhere else. Make sure that you have what we call reports ready, because that is very important when we make decision as a bank to lend. Definitely, anytime that we're doing these October startup loans is what they are. We want to make sure that these EROs are taking advantage if they need funds to start up their tax season. Normally, you can use it for payroll, you can use it to pay rent. This money is used to start up that business before we get into January. You want to start early, because you just never know. If you're starting in January, you're already too late.
Absolutely. Service bureau offerings. We certainly don't just cater to our lower volumed offices. We also have an amazing support for our service bureaus. It allows our partners to have the flexibility to add royalty fees. We all need and require those fees in order to support the offices under the main EFIN. We do have invoicing options if whatever the office may need additionally to the basic abilities to add these add-on fees to your programs, to your softwares. We do provide the invoicing, which allows an office to add additional recurring fees from each group to allow yourself to be incentivized as you should. We are currently providing personalized webinars, trainings. If you have an office or sub offices that need just a little bit of more help to educate on how and how to provide, how to offer these bank products to the clients, which, we're coming into a time now that it's definitely becoming very popular, especially with the type of communities that you're in. These bank products are definitely going to be needed. So the offices may need that additional training to help them educate on how they can offer these type of services to their clients, so that not only the sub offices to benefit, also the service bureau can offer, benefit from it. So that's something that we're currently doing right now. Like I mentioned, or Dora mentioned, first year EROs definitely are approved with us for in-season taxpayer advances. I mean, not every bank allows an office to come first time around offering for the first
Right.
time these advances, which these advances allow an office to certainly grow. So that's that ability for them to offer it is certainly there. It just gives us the ability to offer more services, so that you can then share with your group, and just have additional services so that they can continue growing. We're here. We have not only the trainings, we have our support teams. We have 2 centers all in-house in Louisville and Pennsylvania. We have chats, anything and everything. We're here available to you anytime that you need us. And of course, our VIP group, they not only have access to our regular customer service, they have access to us directly to
Mhm.
us, and we're
That's
certainly
important.
available to assist each and every one of you when it's needed. We're here to certainly continue to help you grow.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, of course, taxpayer advances, like Maritza was just saying, it's a really great tool to have, especially for a new office that just got their EFIN yesterday and their service bureau yesterday. They can enroll and be approved for in-season advances. It's a great advantage to start getting traffic in early, as far as clients coming in wanting to get refunds. But definitely no cost and interest-bearing loans we have. There's different pricing for each, so no cost goes up 250 up to
Mhm.
$1,000. No cost means there's no interest to your taxpayer. So whatever they borrowed is what they borrowed, and when that refund comes in, we'll only get what they borrowed. And then, of course, you have your interest-bearing loans. Currently, industry average, it's about 36% for all of us. There's some banks out there charging 120 days, 160 days, and we actually only do up to 60 days. So that's a really great advantage where, we definitely don't want to take advantage of this taxpayer who obviously needed the loan for the reason, right? But we want to make sure that we have that narrative of financial inclusion for all. And that's really what we do. Between our marketing fees, it's definitely some of the lowest in the industry. We have our in-season marketing fee at about $34.95. And again, these prices haven't changed in the last couple of years. So it really tells you we're in a great spot, and we don't of course, if there's any changes, we'll make sure to make everybody give notice. But at this time, we don't have any price changes. And for those office loans, we have an interest rate of less than 2%. And that's from October out to January. There's some competition out there that does, 6% at the beginning in October, and then they go down as the time goes down. We stick to just one rate, and that's it. We don't want to change it. We don't want to give you we don't want to put you in a pickle, to say the least. And so we look at things like your volume, how much money you've collected, to be able to tell you if we can offer those lending options to you.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Um,
Thank you, Maritza and Dora.
mhm.
Yeah,
I just want to
absolutely.
say really quickly, I'm sorry, the additional services, the unfunded tax prep, we're definitely one of the lowest in the industry. It's just 15% compared to the competitors. We have our e-assist, which, the unfunded, that allows us to help you collect those fees for those that didn't receive funding. The tax app, those clients that, again, this is just added service that allows your office to become differentiated from others. The tax app, those that need a little extra help to pay those outstanding debts that they owe the IRS, the ability to certainly add the audit protection services, and of course the marketing support, where we're definitely here to assist in every way possible to help your business grow. That's our main goal.
That's our main
Um,
goal.
and hitting fees, nothing like that. Everything is transparent with us, but we're definitely here to support each and everyone. Whoever's here, we're here, definitely.
Maritza couldn't have said any better. And thank you, Javier. Thank you to the negozee team. We participate in these webinars often. We also have our own webinars on our websites, completely free. You can just join. We actually are having some next week, so it'd be good for both EPS and RA Brand if you want to get deep, get all of the updates that we may have as a bank, because we're in it for the next year. So I'm excited to work with any of you all. I've seen a couple of you. I see some faces around here. I've seen at the Chicago show and a couple other shows. So hello to everybody, and thank you again. Thank you for the
I want to
platform.
say something really quickly. I'm sorry that we didn't even mention it. Merchant services. If your offices
Oh, that's right.
provides, accepts merchant services, credit cards, debit cards, we do have an in-house service available for you and your team. The best thing about being a service bureau is that you get to have it available in as your main service, and whoever you refer under your service bureau, you then will receive an incentive, a referral. We pay you a referral from what we make, and
That's
whoever
right.
they refer, they can refer non-tax offices. But of course, if that's something that you're interested in, we're here to support you and your business. Don't forget, our merchant services is in-house. You need any of us, any questions about it, we have one of the lowest in the industry, starting at, I think, is 1.75 in fees compared to others. So that's definitely a big win for you. We will be in all the shows, so please stop by and inquire about these services to you.
Yes. Thank you, Maritza. And then
Thank
for
you.
merchant services, Wilson Boyd will be at the Long Beach event.
Yes, he will.
If our California members want to go to Long Beach, Wilson Boyd will have a booth there.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Yeah, thank you guys, APS and Pathward. I know the next one is going to be with OLT, the next panel, but before we do that, I just saw that Luis Galvez is on from TaxWise. I'll see if you can jump on and just say hi. What's new with TaxWise, and then what events they'll be at. Is he live? Is he here?
I saw him earlier. Let's see if he.
Luis, are you here? No, if not, we can get him at the end.
Oh, good. He'll be back in a bit. Awesome. With that said, I know our next panel is with OLT Pro and with Idea Tax Pro with Lakeisha Porter. So it's exciting to have another leader in the industry, Lakeisha. And then after Lakeisha, I see Rosie has also joined us. Rosie will finish up today's virtual meeting with her great story of entrepreneurship and how she helps ELROs. But with that said, I'll pass it back to Javier to introduce the next panel. Thanks, Javier.
Yeah, thank you, Tony. And with that, I want to welcome Juan Marines from OLT, and then Lakeisha Porter, which I've known for years with Idea Tax Pro, and then she also has her own tax offices out of Memphis, Gifted Hands Financial. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. How are y'all today? My name is Lakeisha. I'm the owner of Gifted Hands Financial. I have a software Idea Tax Pro. And I've been in business for the last 7 years, but I've been a tax preparer for 13 years now. And I feel like the old school tax preparer, I still do a lot of stuff strictly. I still do paper returns and mail returns. And so I'm just here to give everybody an idea of Idea Tax Pro, what I can help you with your service bureau, how I can get you signed up, train, get you registered if you haven't registered for your EFIN yet. So I would just like to explain like how I grew over the years, how if you're a tax preparer still, and how software can help you get your own personal software and getting EFIN can help you scale your business even more.
Yeah, awesome, Lakeisha. Now I know I know you're gearing up this summer, for tax season. How important is the summer months for you as growing your business or adding new tax offices?
Well, it's very important to market during the summer and try to gain clients, try to explain to clients what type of product you are offering, what type of services that you are offering. Like I was listening to Don and Shanita. I love how they have this CRM system. I'm definitely going to get in contact with you once this is over with, because that's my biggest problem, scaling my software. But with the training and the teaching and anything about taxes, I'm good for it. Like I will teach anyone about taxes. I just got off of a meeting regarding the big beautiful bill. So I'm always learning, always trying to get knowledge so I don't give out the wrong information, because there's so much misleading information that's being passed around. So with that being said, I have Dora that's going to assist me too, because we talk a lot over the phone. So if I'm just ready for the questions, if you have any other questions.
Yeah, I do. Before Dora comes on, Lakeisha did one of our negozee tax academies where we invite a service bureau every month, one in English and one in Spanish, because we want to. We do have a lot of negozee members that have P10s, and like I mentioned to Don, that's the number one question: how do I get my own EFIN? How do I start my own office? And Lakeisha did a great presentation on the process to get an EFIN. You know, the fingerprint process, the timeline to get it. And for you, how easy is it? Or can you share what kind of training that you do for first time business owners that are looking to venture out on their own?
Also, I provide, I do Zoom trainings that's live. I do them at least once a month. Sometimes I can get twice a month with Zoom. I have pre-recorded videos that I have set up. I just got to get a good CRM in place, but I have made all the slides, the videos. I just email them to clients. Like if I get somebody signed up for my course, I just email it to them.
Yeah.
So, and I got step-by-step guides on how to utilize the software, how to add tax preparers, how to do Schedule Cs, how to do the basic intake. I have step-by-step guides to help each EROs get the process started. And I also do weekly Q&A. Like you can call me, text me anytime, except after 7 p.m. I do not answer the phone, but you can text me, but I'm not going to answer the phone at 7 p.m. But anything regarding taxes, you can call or message me and ask me, and you will get a quick response. Javier is a witness. I'm real fast at responding to emails, text message, everything, because I don't like to see something unread. So that's part of my OCD. I also have refresher courses every year. Like I'm getting ready to host a refresher course for all my tax preparers, so they can be prepared for next season. That's why I'm doing all my training with NATP, so I can know what I'm getting ready to train each of my preparers or possible EROs for this upcoming season.
Gotcha. And I know you mentioned some bank products. I know that a lot of service providers do bank products. How have you partnered with Dora and Refund Advantage to offer those services to your offices?
Well, I met Dora through negozee,
Yeah.
and we kind of connected because I was interested. I love how Refund Advantage is straightforward with their payments and the fees. I didn't have any trouble with problems with clients X and Y. The fees changed because everything stayed the same. Um, so that's why I'm shifting more towards Refund Advantage because of the fees. Um, and then Dora, she breaks down it a little bit more for me so I can understand, like, so I can explain to clients too what they're signing up for, like the bank products, because I used to have issues with bank products where I didn't understand like the fees, like what do the service bureau give, what do the tax preparer get. I was so confused until I met with this other, I forgot the other rep at Refund Advantage I met with. It was a guy in Vegas. He started explaining to me about bank products. So, and then I also ran with Santa Barbara too. So Santa Barbara is also a good bank too. I don't have any problems with Santa Barbara. I've been with them. I've been with both banks for years. I utilize both banks. I just don't stick to one particular bank because I have tax preparers or EROs that want to use Refund Advantage and one wants to use TPG. Like my rates with TPG, I probably have 300 clients in TPG, and I probably have 300 clients in Refund Advantage. So
Thank
On
you.
behalf of, I just want to jump in really quickly on behalf of Dora because she had to run out
I'm
really
back.
quickly.
I'm here.
Oh, there she goes. Go ahead, girl.
Yeah, I'm back.
Hey,
Sorry, I
girl.
did have to. Hey, I appreciate the kind words. No, Lakeisha's been great, really, and you know, we've had previous conversations, and what we love about Lakeisha is that she's so compliant. She knows she's digging through the return. She makes sure she stays in compliance with the bank, and we couldn't ask for a better customer, really. So we really appreciate you, and you know, we're here to support you. Any other banks or I'm sorry, any other service bureau, any other offices that want our help. We definitely do a one-on-one, and we can definitely talk about anything that comes up. Thank you, Lakeisha.
You're welcome. And another thing, I also offer return reviews. So if you are an ERO that's new to run your own software and you have a question about a return, or your tax preparer have a question about a return, or you're confused about a Schedule C or business tax or itemizations, you can forward the return to me and ask me to review it. And I will review the return for you and send it back and put notes in of things you need to correct, or if it's fine, I'll tell you good to send it on to the IRS. So that's one thing that I offer that a lot of service bureaus don't offer is it's the return review. Will review your returns if you need me to. I have a team that review returns because they were trained by me. So I have teams that will review your returns and let you know if anything comes up wrong, like a compliance person, just to make sure everything right, because my goal is to keep down audits. I have a very, very, very low audit rate. I might have, since I've been doing taxes, might have 10 audits from clients, not me personally. I have never been audited, thankfully. Don't plan on being audited soon, so I try to do everything by the book. So if you have trouble, you need help, just contact me, and let me know. I'm
Gotcha.
ready for the next question.
Thank you. And the last one, the last little question I had is the same thing as Donna and Shanita is for any new service pro that's starting out, what wisdom or what bit of advice would you give them starting out?
You
Can you hear
telling
me?
me how
Yeah. So the last question.
somebody asked me somebody was asking me a question. Can you repeat that?
Yeah. So no, my last question is because I know we have old team next.
Okay.
Is what bit of wisdom or advice would you give a service bureau that's starting out or wants to start their own service bureau?
Don't quit. Don't
Yeah.
get frustrated. Don't get nervous. It's just the same as you working as a tax preparer. The only difference is you get 100% of your pay.
Yeah.
That's the biggest difference between being an ERO and just a regular tax preparer. You get 100% of your pay, and you get to e-file yourself. But it comes with a bigger thing than just being a tax preparer because you have to send a return without anybody looking over it. So
Okay.
you're kind of more independent. So that's why I implement the return review still for my EROs, because you have certain EROs that still have questions, that still confused, that still lack of training. So that's why I implement the return review. So if you're interested in any of my trainings, please feel free to contact me, and I will put my contact information in chat. My website, my phone number, and my Facebook information. And I'm also on the negozee platform too.
Gotcha. Thank you, Lakeisha. And Lakeisha will be in San Diego as well on our Service Bureau panel. So I want to thank her for doing that. Like I mentioned, I've known Lakeisha for years, and her big things, I follow her on Facebook too, and she's always posting about being in compliance. So thank you, Lakeisha, for being here today.
Thank you, Javier. I appreciate it. And thank you, Dora.
Thank you.
And with that, our next panelist is going to be Juan Marines. I want to introduce him, and then he can go over what's new with OLT.
There we go. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Hey guys. So I am here with some backup. I have Javier Sanz, who's also part of the OLT team, and he's been there since 2012, I believe. He's also an enrolled agent, which is really good because it really shows that OLT has great people working for them, you know? It's always good to have someone that knows their tax return and their laws as well, for you to be able to get help. I want to say congratulations on all the service bureaus that made it here, and the ones that talked, Lakeisha, Dawn, you guys are doing such a great job. I think implementing new ideas and making your service bureau in a very unique way to run it is what makes people grow. And like they both said, don't quit is the main thing. And Eli too, be prepared. So with that being said, the new things, I'm actually gonna keep it very, very simple. OLT has been in business for over 20 years. Um, they were, I believe that we were the first software to be online. That's why we're called OLT, online tax software. And we actually worked backwards. We were online and then went to desktop because the society wasn't ready yet for the online version of the tax industry. So we went back and worked on the desktop, but now that with these new AI and things changing, we were able to be a step ahead of the game because we started with online taxes. So now we include not only individual returns but business returns on our online platform, and it's for a service bureau. It is very easy to use, and just like Pathworth, the bank, we don't tend to change our prices. We keep everything very straightforward. You can I do suggest a service bureau to be able to offer different options to the clients because not every client is going to want to work with OLT. Not every client is going to work with Drake. Not every client is going to work with EPS or TPG, etc. I think there is um, enough business for everybody to partake of a little bit of it. And as a service bureau, I do recommend you have those options. How OLT makes it easy. We have a 3 to 4 day business turnaround on a MO, your master office, which allows you to control your service bureau within you. You get 100% of your money, like Lakeisha said, and you're able to create accounts, and do the training and provide the pricing to to your needs and to your clients' needs.
Awesome. Thank you, Juan. And Juan, you will also be at the San Diego event, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I will be at the San Diego event, and I believe Javier Sanz. Are you going with us to the Orlando event?
Yes, I will be attending or the Orlando event as well.
Okay.
And also, Javier Sanz, do you have anything to add? You that you've been with this with OLT for many more years than me and have a lot more knowledge than me. What do you think makes us very unique?
Okay, well, what actually, one of the great things about our software is the ease of use. If you guys haven't had a chance to try it, just you can actually make some free accounts on our website, oltpro.com. And if you can follow the easy steps to create an account and see our interface, see how we compute returns, how you can preview returns, we'd like to keep it simple to not over, stimulates a new preparer, someone who's new, but we also can, handle more complex scenarios for more experienced preparers. And what's going to be new for us in the coming years that's going to revolutionize, as everyone knows, AI technology is going to be a bigger part of our software now to give you tools so that you can have answers to situations, return scenarios on the go without even having to contact a support specialist. So our goal is to incorporate this technology upcoming and revolutionize how easy it is for you to get answers about a return or about a scenario, to free up time. Time is valuable, so you'll have more time once we start implementing these tools to help our EROs and our service bureaus.
Thank you, Javier. I appreciate it. And thank you, Juan and OLT for being here today and updating us on what OLT has to offer, not only for just EROs, but also for the service bureaus.
Yes,
You're very
and
welcome.
and a great part of something new too that we just implemented that it's actually in line now with our software is that now you don't have to wait to get your rebate as a service bureau. We now have included a button where with a click of a button, you can get your bank rebate at any time of the year. You don't have to wait till the end of the tax season or for us to release that money. Your EROs will be able to receive their refund with a click of a button, whether it's $10 or $1,000, whatever that bank rebate is for you, you'll be able to get that as soon as you need it.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Amazing. And I just wanted to show, for those that don't know, the negozee platform works similar to LinkedIn or Facebook. So OLT has a group and Juan has a profile. And you could see in the OLT group, there's about 76 members. So these are people that have conveyed interest in this group that happens to be OLT. And everybody has a group. TPG has a group, EPS, We've Advantage. I think even Republic Bank has a group in all the software. So go to negozee.com/groups. You could kind of join which one you want, and they all each have something to offer. And then make sure you update your profile picture so people could send you, connect with you, send you business. And you see, this is a cool picture. I think this was Orlando a couple years ago con Juan in Acción. But cool. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Thank you guys for having us.
Thank you for being here. And with that, I want to move over to our next panelist to kind of wrap it up. We have them, and then Luis will come on right after Rosie just update us on what's new with TaxWise and what events they'll be at. But with this, I want to introduce Rosie, Dr. Rosie Thomas. She's out of Dallas, Texas, so we're almost neighbors. I'm in Fort Worth. She's in Dallas. She owns Thomas Financial LLC. So not only is she a service bureau, she does a lot of financial freedom. And then she also has her top-selling tax pro planner that helps with tracking income, expenses, budget, mileage, and a lot more. So with that, I'll introduce Rosie. Are you on?
Yes. Hello, everyone, and thank you for the introduction, neighbor.
Yes.
I'm so glad you had me to come on today. But yes, I am Dr. Rosie Thomas. I'm an accounting of 20 years and CEO and founder of Thomas Financial and Thomas Tax Academy. So within my academy, I've helped countless tax professionals start their tax business, take their tax business to the next level, and even start a service bureau. With over 20 years in experience, like I said, I've been lucky to work with hundreds of tax professionals. My program is very, very structured. So of course, I am the mentor, but I do have a tax academy as well. And within my tax academy, I have an IRS veteran who used to teach for the IRS, has now been teaching our tax education for 5 years. I do have my very own CRM. So my whole thing is in order to scale, you have to have proper systems in place. And so that's the reason why I have my very own Tax Pro CRM to help individuals in the industry wanting to put those systems and automations in place.
Awesome. And on top of that, I think Rosie, you coach over 100 tax professionals over your career. I know you travel the country and you do tax academies, but I think it's awesome. I was just reading that you've helped 56 people open up their own business. That's
Oh,
awesome.
way more than that. Right now, currently, I have about a 150 business owners in my program.
Yeah. Oh,
Right,
okay.
which, most of them, or majority of them, they're running very structured, profitable businesses,
Okay.
making anywhere from 6 to 7 figures.
Gotcha. And on top of this service pros having your own tax software and your own CRM, I see that you also can you speak a little bit about what other services? I know you do tax resolution, tax advisory, bookkeeping, payroll. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, I have a very structured accounting side, the accounting firm, where it, of course, tax returns, personal and business, helping them structure bookkeeping, payroll, and we also do tax resolution as well.
Gotcha. And I see that you started in 2009. Can you kind of tell a bit, so just so people get to know you a little bit better, how you got started in the industry?
So I was actually in college just looking to make some extra money. I started out with Jackson Hewitt. Shout out to Jackson Hewitt. They put me in this position. So I was there for years, and from there, I franchised with Colbert and Ball. I don't know if you guys remember Colbert and Ball. I was with them for
Yes.
some time. And then from Colbert and Ball, I did step out and start my own tax business in 2009, and that's when Thomas Financial was established.
Awesome. And then you are located in Dallas, like I mentioned. But do you work with people? It doesn't matter where they're like what part of the country do you work with everybody in the US?
Yes, I have partners everywhere. When I say everywhere, everywhere. That's why most of my trainings and education is on Zoom.
Gotcha. And then another question I want to ask. I know uh, for people that are just starting out in the tax industry that may have a P10, do you work with people also? Do you help people get their EFINs?
Yes, we do have offer EFIN assistant as well. When they start out, of course, we'll help them get their EFIN, and then from there, help them structure their business, show them how to recruit quality preparers. What I love about, bringing in new people is like a one-stop shop. The CRM has, of course, the website already, automations and everything already set up.
Gotcha. And then I know you also do these tax academies. I know you're having one coming up in October, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Can you let our viewers or our members know a little bit more about that one in case because we do have a lot of members, negozee members in Texas that may want to come to that summit.
Yes, so I do see a few people on here that attends my summits every year. Ricardo, shout out to him. He's there every year. We do have like an over the top like tax summit where we teach not only taxes, but we also have financial advisors coming in, real estate investors to teach how to everything about taxes, of course, due diligence and things like that. But we also teach you how to secure your money that you make and also how to invest it. I would like to invite everyone, on here. The website is taxandbusinesssummit.com. It is on October the 11th. We bring the best of the best, of course, the banks and everyone out, but we also bring different people, influencers and different people that's doing really great things in the tax industry to speak as well.
That's awesome. And then I plan on being there, so Ngozi will be there to come help support you. And then I just want to let everybody know I actually ran into Dr. Rosie Thomas in Vegas, and we started talking just out of the blue, and I invited her to come speak on a panel today.
Yes. Thank you for having me. It was, you text me. Text me yesterday. Am I ready? Yeah, I'm ready. I'll jump on. I'm always ready to, meet people, help individuals, bring any value in any, room or company that I can help. And even after this, if anyone, has been following my journey and need any assistance, like I'm always there to help. I'll also, if it's okay, give you my Instagram or handles. I am Dr. Rosie Thomas on Instagram, but I'm always open to be in rooms like this.
Okay. And my last final question as we wrap this up is same thing I asked Lakeisha and Donnie and Shanita. What bit of wisdom would you or advice would you give out to anybody starting a service bureau?
I always are you saying service bureau or ERO?
Either or, yeah.
Starting a service bureau, for me, just make sure that you're fully ready. A lot of people look at service bureau and just think it's all about selling software. Make sure you're giving value. Make sure you're teaching, compliance, due diligence, and just leading them in the right direction. It's more than just software.
Yeah.
Like I said, bringing value. It's not hard, but if you move with integrity and you're knowledgeable, you'll do really great with it.
Thank you, Rosie, for that. And then Dr. Rosie Thomas will also be in San Diego, if I'm not mistaken, on our as part of our Service Bureau panel.
Sure will. I can't wait to see you guys.
Yes, and then also, what
Nice.
other will you be attending any other shows this summer?
Which shows? I attend
Any of the IRS shows?
Yes, I will be a vendor at the New Orleans IRS. So if you guys can come by my booth, I would like to meet you in person. Yes, that's the next one I'll be at.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here today. We really appreciate your testimony and it's great what you're doing in the tax industry and helping out a lot of these tax professionals grow their business.
Likewise, keep doing what you guys doing. I love that you guys are putting this out because when I started, we didn't have this type of community and support. So this is awesome. Hats off to you guys.
Thank you so much for that.
I would love to connect with you, Miss Rosie.
All right. So I'll put my information in the chat. I would love to connect with you as well. You're doing great things. Keep doing. I was listening to you beforehand, and I love to connect with different service bureaus, and we can bounce ideas.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. And then and Tony, just to wrap things up, I did want to invite Luis Galvez. He's one of our software partners, and they're also gonna be in San Diego at our event. But I want to get him to come here and just kind of give us an update what TaxWise is doing, what's new, and then what shows they'll be at.
That's right. Thank you, Javier. I appreciate the opportunity to talk to your group. I know we're wrapping up, so real quick, looking forward to seeing everybody at all IRS forums. We'll be, of course, in New Orleans, in Baltimore, Orlando, San Diego. We're also attending the NATP Taxposium next week and different other events. It feels like the summer is quite busy. It's nice to see everybody. And we're all about connections, about partnerships, about getting to know what service bureaus are doing, what tax professionals are doing, and then, of course, to show them solutions that we feel are going to increase their productivity, improve their chances to grow their revenues. So lots of new things with TaxWise. We'll speak to it briefly. I think Ashley Johnson is here from our team, and she can talk a little bit about some of the technology that we're putting forth. Because, Ashley, there is a lot of talk about artificial intelligence, and we know that that's what tax professionals are looking for in their technology, looking for next season.
Absolutely. So thank you, Luis. Also, thank you to the negozee team and all the speakers today. Definitely love joining and having that community network of just other people who are in the industry. So just what's new at TaxWise right now, we have some very exciting things that are coming about. We hear you guys loud and clear. AI is taking over the future. So we are integrating that with our software with some different features and capabilities to help you guys to do tax returns more efficiently so that you can become more profitable. So that's something that we're planning. If you see us at the IRS tax forums, be sure to stop by our booths. We love doing product demonstrations and just kind of talking about some of the things that can be expected in the 2025 filing season. So hope to see you guys there. Again, thank you for giving us a couple of minutes just to kind of share some things that we're doing in the industry. So
awesome. And then, of course, you guys, Luis, you guys will be, your team will be in most all the IRS shows and also in San Diego. Is that correct?
Absolutely. We're attending your event, of course, on Thursday, I believe, of that week. Yeah, we'll be there from beginning to end, and we're looking forward to, seeing how the community has grown, especially in the service bureau space. I think that this is a group that appreciates understanding what others are doing. There could be competition, but at the end of the day, there's enough for everybody. So
Yeah.
I think we're learning from each other. We're growing together. We're understanding what others are doing that works. We're sharing best practices, tips. So looking forward to being in a room with a lot of business owners that know how to do things and can, are in a position to share best practices and tips for others to benefit from.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you, Luis.
thank you, Luis. And I wanted to say, so Luis, when me and Juan, so when Juan was working with negozee, we brought up this crazy idea to Luis about bringing together in the same room service bureau directors and service bureau leaders. And at first we're like, are they gonna fight? Are they gonna compete? But look, Luis, thank you for your support. Walters Kluwer was the first sponsor directly for it under the service bureau conference program, and it looks like they're not fighting, Luis. It looks like they want to
I
help
know.
each other,
I
which
mean,
is
and
amazing.
you see, we talked about it. There is enough for everyone. There's enough
Yes.
business out there, and I think if we all work together and we all share how to approach this type of business, we all gain benefits from it. So I think that the people who start competing against each other, or maybe they're a little bit more guarded, those are the people who end up not growing because they have a different mentality. So yeah, 100%, Tony, we talked about it and here we are. And I
Yep.
think this is the beginning. This is probably the smallest community, the smallest the community will ever be. So it's only going to get bigger and bigger, and more service bureaus are going to start joining. And then a couple of years from now, we may be looking back and say, hey, remember when we had, 50,000 bank products in the room? Now we have 1 million and so on. So definitely looking forward to what the future brings.
Yes, I agree with Luis, and now being in the software industry as well directly. I totally agree with Luis. I think there is enough enough money for everybody to grab, and enough business for everybody to grab, and if we work together, we're able to, as the main source for the service bureaus, we are able to provide them with many different options for them to grow themselves. So I think we're doing a good job, and we're in the right path of banks coming in together, software's coming in together, and being able to provide those needs for the service bureau so that they can grow and be as big as they can get.
Yeah, that's amazing. And so people could see, I'm gonna finish off with this. So as Luis mentioned, day one of the negozee National Conference and Service Bureau Conference, day one is all about, it's in English and all about Service Bureau. So specifically, you see at 3 p.m., we have Ian and Ashley going over business success blueprint for service bureaus. So those that will be in the room, Lakeisha, Shanita, Dr. Rosie, make sure you don't miss that one. That's going to be a good one. And there's right before that, we have Jessica Velasquez going over how to sell a tax business, how she grew it and how she had an exit plan. And earlier in the day, we have the actual tax updates that are John Shealy. So this is just day one, but it's packed. If you don't see your name on the agenda and if you're a service bureau, let us know so we could plug you in. We're still doing final adjustments, but the big topics are already set. And then day two is in Espanol. Day three is in Espanol, so there's a lot going on. So but yeah, definitely Walter's Kluwer team will be on the agenda that day one, Thursday, September 18th. And briefly, for those of you that are going next week, we have more of a regional show in Los Angeles. So we'll see you there in about 10 days or next Thursday, July 24th. I know a few of you are going. So next Thursday is more of a regional, but September is a national 3-day show. But great. Love it. Looks like today was a productive meeting, Javier. I know in May we took like 3 hours, but it looks like we got right to the point, Javier.
Yes. No, I
Awesome.
want to
So
thank
with that,
everybody. Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for joining today because we want to reach out to a lot of our, not only to our members watching across all our streaming platforms, but also our negozee members because they always ask us, hey, I want to start my own tax business. I'm doing taxes from the house. I have my P10. I just don't know how to get started. So having the service bureaus in here and educating those folks, it goes a long way, and it also helps them get their EBIT and start their own tax business.
Indeed. Well, thank you, everyone. I put the agenda for San Diego there. We'll see each other soon and see you at the next tax forum. Eli, Juan, Luis, Dr. Rosie, Lakeisha, Ashley, Shanita, Donnie, Maritza, and many more. Have a good day, everybody. Gracias.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Bye.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Awesome.
It's
Thanks,
been great.
everyone. What I'm gonna do as people are leaving, go ahead and leave. I'm just gonna play a video in the background as people are leaving. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Now you don't want. Now we don't want to leave.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Este tipo de seminarios es importantísimo para la gente latina porque tienen una fuente de información de varias industrias con las cuales se relacionan que no conocerían por su cuenta en ningún otro lado. Somos una fuente de información, por eso dicen que negocee es la casa del negociante. Este tipo de seminario es completamente necesario para que la comunidad venga, aprenda y se nutra de las oportunidades y las diferentes formas que existen para poder hacer negocio en los Estados Unidos.
Un activo es una casa, un activo es un negocio.
Tengo una compañía de bienes y raíces y aseguranza. Y hace 2 años conocí a Tony de negozee. Me invitó a estos eventos que son muy buenos para negociantes o gente que quieran expandir o gente que esté interesada en abrir un negocio. Un network de estos es bueno para atender. Yo era banquero comercial por 10 años, trabajé en el banco y era especialista de finanzas de negocios. Y como lo dijiste tú, casi no había gente latina, hispana, haciendo negocio, haciendo movimiento. Pero yo lo vi, yo vi el futuro y le dije a mis compañeros que trabajan conmigo, le digo, mira, si yo estoy aprendiendo finanzas, voy a darle a la gente igual, ¿no? Por igual, latino, no latino, pero dije, los latinos en los próximos 10 años vamos a hacer algo grande. Yo sé que es un proceso que tenemos que seguir, ayudarnos uno al otro, pero el latino va a ser uno de los más grandes, por seguro. Y eso garantizado.
El propósito es educarnos. La educación es poder. Así que los invito a que estén en negozee y sigan creciendo profesionalmente y en cada una de sus carreras y negocios. Trabajamos específicamente en la habilidad que cada uno